Hello everyone and welcome to my session on Learn English with Jayanti. English is easy, English is simple provided we practice and practice. Yesterday we talked about prepositions. Today I'm going to move on to the confusion part of it a little bit more so that it's clear in our heads. Yesterday we mentioned about time prepositions which are in, at, on, before and after. Similarly, we moved on to locational prepositions which are in, at, on, above and below. Right? Now, I'm going to take a look at the in, on and at prepositions which are used for specific words, so that we do not have any confusions in our head. Many a times we feel, is it on the table or is it in the table or at the table? If I am waiting at a restaurant, I will say I'm waiting, she's at the table, right? In the table, we will not use unless I'm drilling a hole in the table, right? Then, on the table, you can have a phrase, say for example, a cat is sitting on the table, the books are on the table. So we understand this how in, at and on are used when the word table comes into focus. Door, I will say the courier man is at the door. Okay? The courier man is at the door. He's not in the door. Right? So he's arrived at the door. The other one you can use is knocking on the door. You knock on the door and you stick something on the door, say a handle or any other circular that you are wanting to share with many people. So this is how on and at when door is used. Fridge. When you put food in the fridge, right? And you stick a magnet on the door of the fridge. Correct? Mm-hmm. So this is the difference between in and on. Now, street. Sunil is walking on the street. You are walking on the pavement, on the road, etc. If you are walking in the street or running in the street, that means it's at the center of the street and probably there's a lot of traffic around you. So I have a sentence here. Sunil is walking on the street. Ruby is running in the street. That means she's in the middle of the street. Right? Now let's take the word hotel. Hotel is location. I am at the hotel. If I say I am in the hotel, it implies I am inside the hotel room or the reception or the counter or whatever. Otherwise, where should I meet you? I meet me at the hotel is correct English. Correct? Now, the other word, elevator or a lift, Shri is at the lift. He's at the elevator or the lift. And Gauri is in the lift. She is inside the lift. The other phrases which I would like to mention about, which are fixed prepositions, over here we have at school, you are at school, you are at home and at a party. She was at the party till midnight. He was at home even though it was not a holiday. Sohab went to school. Sohab was at school till 5 p.m. Okay? So this is location. Now, other phrases of fixed prepositions which I want to share with everybody is in the sky. The birds are flying in the sky, not on the sky or at the sky. The fish swim in the sea or in the ocean. In the tunnel, the dog has gone in the tunnel. She entered in a car and ran away or escaped from the thieves. She got in a boat and drove away. Right? So in is used in these contexts. Then I have, when it comes to reading a newspaper, we usually find information in the newspaper, not on the newspaper, right? Also, you find information or you hear a song on a radio channel, not in a radio channel, and you can see television, not in television. Right? Now I'm moving on to prepositional phrases after this, which are phrases are nothing but where it starts with a proposition and they are followed by the object of the proposition. What does this mean? Say for example, the lady in a red hat is my teacher. Now in a red hat is the proposition phrase over here. This is the proposition and the object is the red hat. So the proposition which is followed by the object of the proposition. We will take a few more examples which are widely found in the English language. At risk. Okay? The child is at risk is commonly used. The sailor was at sea, not in the sea. Right? The two nations are at war and the two countries are at peace now with each other. The two countries are at war or the two nations are at war. At the drop of a hat. What does this mean? At a very easily. At the drop of a hat, you start getting scared. That means you get scared very easily. This is another phrase that is used. Another phrase which we can look at is, say for example, prepositional phrases, out of your mind. Are you out of your mind? I never said that, right? Out of coverage area. All of us have a problem with the networks, right? And we say it's out, you hear often and you get irritated when you hear this. It is out of coverage area, right? So this is what the phrase means, out of coverage area. Out of stock. You go to buy some medicine and the chemist tells you it is out of stock, right? So this is what it means, out of stock. Now, out of respect is I do something for you out of respect because I admire you and I like so many things about you, so I do something for you out of respect. Clear? Now let's move to this part. Oh yes, another thing which I missed out earlier was you will go travel on a plane, not in a plane, but you will go in a car. Okay? Then you will travel on a boat to another country by sea, and you will go in a boat, right? On a boat is correct, in a boat is not correct. Now on a train also, the passengers were travelling on a train to Chennai. Shah Rukh Khan was on the train to Chennai and many passengers on the bus met with an accident on the bus, right? These are the common phrases that are used. This one, let me just confirm this. Now, another prepositional phrase which we can use is, in future be careful. In general, it means that people were suffering widely during the pandemic. In connection with the scam, the prisoner accepted his crime. In connection with the scam, the prisoner accepted his crime. Now, I'll be there in a minute is another phrase that we use very commonly. In a minute. Please learn this by heart. That means you have to know it. We say, please learn this poem by heart. When to children, we often say that. Please learn it by heart. By marriage, I am related to him by marriage. Okay? Because you married somebody and that's how you're connected. This is by design. I can't think of a phrase now, but let me come back to this a little later. Oh, this is by law. It is a statutory requirement. By law, it is a basic requirement. Say, for example, oh, I did this by mistake. Right? This is another prepositional phrase that we use. The party was on an island. Isn't that interesting? The party was on an island. And on approval of the proposal, the grant will be sanctioned. Right? So on approval is another one. On an average, students score 40%. On an average, students score 40%. On an average, students are weak in English. Right? On a trip, I was on a trip to Scotland, for example. I was on a trip to Scotland. Would you like to join me? On demand. The singer sang another song on demand because people loved his track and then they wanted once more. So on demand, he sang another song. The music, this music was set fire. It was on fire. Or another phrase would more appropriate would be the laboratory was on fire, and so we ran to get the fire extinguishers. The laboratory was on fire. Okay, not in fire. On purpose, she did this, or he did this on purpose so that he could escape the police. Right? So these are another set of prepositional phrases that we need to remember when we talk about prepositions. I hope you have understood what I have tried to explain. I request viewers to put their opinions or comments in the comment box, and if you want any particular session on a topic, write it there so I can look at it and get back to you guys. So for now, I'm signing off from all of you. Stay safe, stay connected, and of course, keep speaking English. Bye. Thanks for watching.